Barcelona beat Slavia Praha 4-2 in a very, very tricky game, and the top 8 objective is looking more and more realistic for Barcelona, and it's all left for the last game of the Champions League phase campaign. But I am not very, very convinced by this performance. In fact, I'm actually even angry. The fact that we let Slavia Praha score 2 goals against us, man. I know Lewandowski scored the second goal against. It was an own goal, but still, the fact that we even let the game be this close is shameless. Shameless from the players, man. We went bar for bar, band for band with Slavia Praha, who hasn't even won a game this season in the Champions League phase. In fact, they haven't even played one game in the last month. Competitive game. Because in Czechia, they have like break, it's winter time. So these guys were rusty. And they played us off the park, especially the first half. I mean, they were good. Barca players, I mean, they were horrible in that first half, man. But guys, make sure to like, subscribe, and do the good stuff. I'll get into the details, man. As you guys can see, 4-2, man. But the lineup that Hans Flick chose, it was like pretty much as everyone predicted. Bar, for me, Rafinha, I expected him to come off the bench, given the fact that he missed the Real Sociedad game. But he started regardless. Anyways, we conceded 10 minutes in, man. Like 10 minutes into the game, we conceded one of the most scrappiest goals I've seen of all time, and it came from set piece. Imagine we conceding set pieces. Both of the goals from Slavia came from set piece. Imagine if we face Arsenal, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine if we face another world-class team who has tall players. We are getting cooked. 90th minute, we will concede corners, and that's exactly why we lost to Inter in the semi-finals last year as well. Denson Dumfries turned into an absolute beast at Montreal. He scored 2 goals from set piece. We have to do better at set pieces. I know some of the players are not even that tall. We cannot do much about it, but still, you have to anticipate. I mean, the first goal, the guy who headed the ball first, he was completely free. He made that run, near post. Both goals were identical. First goal, I mean, the guy completely, the captain, no one marked him. Everyone, even if they tried to mark him, they was way too late. He heads the ball, and the guy who scored, let me see his name. Kusei. I mean, big up to him. He didn't even know he scored. Like, he just stumbled, the ball get between his legs, and the guy just rolled with the ball inside the net. Like, Joan Garcia couldn't even save that, and the game is 1-0. Mind you, Barcelona need a huge goal difference to even make it at least possible for the top 8, but no, we concede. And then Barcelona just completely dominated the game, as they should, to be honest. I mean, Barcelona always had the possession. Slavia Praha was very, very happy to sit down. And in fact, even before we conceded, Fermin Lopez had an amazing chance, 1v1, after an amazing cross by Rafinha. He takes a touch, and he skies it, and then we concede. But overall, we were just completely bust the midfield and everything. But after 34 minutes, after an amazing pass from, I think, Eric Garcia to Rafinha, and Rafinha with an amazing back heel to Frankie de Jong. Frankie de Jong takes a touch. Amazing through pass to Fermin Lopez. Fermin Lopez smashed it first time home. The keeper should have done way better. The keeper should have done better because it was his post. But regardless, Barcelona makes it 1-1. And then straight up, 10 minutes after that, outside of the box, Pedri gives it to him. Fermin Lopez takes a touch, smashes it outside of the box. Que golazo! I mean, it feels like the guy was angry from the disallowed goal he had this weekend against Real Sociedad. So he just taking it out on Slavia Praha, but with an amazing, sensational goal outside of the box to make it 2-1 to Barcelona. Now I'm thinking, yes, finally we can at least get into this break after this horrible performance in the first half with at least a lead. But no. Ladies and gentlemen, no. We concede. Bro, we didn't even have the lead for like 2 minutes, bro. And they get another corner. Same routine. A guy makes a run in the first near post. He heads it, and it takes a deflection over with Lewandowski's back, or I don't know if it even touched his shoulder or whatever. It just completely bamboozles Joan Garcia, and the game is 2-2. Now I'm thinking, oh my days, bro. Like we let draw Slavia Praha score 2 goals against us. You know how crazy that is, man. Absolutely crazy. The first half, I'm actually fuming. I was absolutely fuming, but the first half ends 2-2. But second half starts. I mean, obviously, Barcelona makes some changes. I mean, a lot of players didn't perform well in my opinion. Even Lewandowski, I'll talk about it, before he scores. Uh, he was horrible. I didn't like his performance. But before even that, the first subs that Hansi Flick makes is a necessary one. It's a one that he actually had to make, and that is Dani Olmo for Pedri. Pedri got injured, ladies and gentlemen. Pedri has got an injury, and that is the worst thing that has happened for this game. Out of this game, I'm not even that happy about the game because this guy is injured, and we all have to wait and see how long he's gonna be out for. And apparently, it's a right close to the hamstring. I thought it was a groin injury, but regardless, a lot of reports are saying he's gonna be out for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, basically a month. But is he going? If he even going out to be out for a long time or even one month, I think this is the best time. I don't even want him to be injured. But if he was even going to get injured this season and it's going to be a 1 month off, this is the best time because the run Barcelona have at the moment, the next 10 games are very, very easy for Barcelona. So I really, really hope it's not even longer than 1 minute though. 1 month though. Like more than 1 month injury is going to be very, very hard for him to even recover and gain momentum because after he recovers and it's basically March, that's the crucial time. That's the knockout stage of the Champions League. So let's see how long the injury lasts. But Dani Olmo comes in and in 2 minutes he makes an impact with an absolute golazo. I mean, we all know what kind of a game he had against Real Sociedad. I thought he was horrible. Like in terms of finishing, I thought he was getting himself in very, very good positions, but it was the final product where he was lacking. And he what you say redeemed himself, you can say, with an absolute banger, the best goal of the game. He takes a touch with his left foot and he smashes it home. Like the guy didn't even have to do a lot of lifts back. Like he was almost standing and he just whipped that ball in far top corner as impossible to save for the keeper. And the game is 3-2. Now I'm thinking, I want more. I want more because Barcelona had potential. At that point, Barcelona were in the top 8. And Lewandowski makes it 4-2 after 8 minutes after that as well. He redeemed himself. He first scored an own goal and then he scored for Barcelona. So he played for both teams. But Barcelona were in the top 8 at that moment. But Chelsea scored at that time. At the time Barcelona scored the 4th goal, I think Barcelona were in the top 8. Chelsea were drawing against Pavos. But Chelsea ended up scoring 1 goal and then they managed to get back into the top 8. But everything is set for the last game of the league phase against Copenhagen. If Barcelona beats them by a comfortable margin, I think it's set. Barcelona is going to be in the top 8, hopefully. But one thing we have to mention is we will be missing Frankie de Jong that game as well. He's suspended. He got accumulated a lot of yellow cards. The same reason as to why Lamine Yamal didn't play tonight. So it will be interesting to see how we're going to play in that midfield without Pedri and Frankie de Jong, our 2 best midfielders. It's going to be a very crucial game as well. So they have to step up. Eric Garcia has to play there, and Dani Olmo and Fermi Lopez. So all of them has to be stepping up for that game. And Lamine Yamal will be back. So our offensive side will be much improved. I thought Rooney Bargi didn't perform good today as well. I really liked Marcus Rashford's cameo today, though. I thought he was good when he came on. Rooney Bardacci, not one of his best games tonight. He didn't really get into the game, you can say. I thought Gerard Martin was like shaky today, bro. I thought Eric Garcia was our best defender today. Kunde shaky again. These players are lucky that we won this game, by the way, man, because they were all over the place. Frankie de Jong is I think he's my second best player after Fermi Lopez. You know what? I'm going to have to edge it for Frankie de Jong because he was good all round. I think Fermi Lopez got the man of the match because of the fact that he scored 2 goals. But in my opinion, Frankie de Jong is the man of the match. In my opinion, Frankie de Jong is man of the match. I wasn't even showing you guys. But yeah, I think Rafinha, he was rusty, man. I didn't like his performance today. He wasn't that good, but at least he was pressing. His off the ball movement is the least he can give us, and that's what he does all the time. But Barcelona are now sitting ninth. Let me see. Let me see. We're sitting ninth at the table, and we're getting close. We're getting close, and we are lucky. PSG and Chelsea, PSG and Newcastle are playing each other, on the last game. So we are in for a last very very what you say, sensational, exciting last game of league phase, man. But let me know your thoughts about this game in the comments. And yet again, this guy.